I'll come to this thing later. I tell people that you have to put in 1 to 2 hours per day. Is it difficult or hard? 1 to 2 hours per day in your business. Your business. Not Dr. Lim's business, not Gigi's business, not my business. Your business. Is it easy or hard? 1 hour to 2 hours. Easy? What do you have to do in that 1 to 2 hours? Learn? No. Practice? Somewhat. You have to, whatever you have after learning, initially for the new members, yes, not a senior diamond like Mujahid. When a person wants to do the business, that 1 hour, he should switch off his mobile and all his iPhone and iPod and everything. You have to be with the people and do 2 hours. What is the 2 hours? When you talk to people, 1 person, 2 person, 3 person. So the person says, okay, Vishnu, I'm going to try the product. So what do? No, you cannot convince. Don't use that word, please. I don't like that word. You cannot convince anybody. You do the first hour. What is that? Retail. The person doesn't want to become member. He said, okay, Patrick, you can give me the product. I want to try it. So what do? You say, okay, this is the place, or you give it to him. You retail. And when you retail, you make PV. And when you make PV, you make money. Remember that. End of the day, money. Mullah. That is what it counts. Number 2, when you talk to the person, Sebastian said we have an icebreaker. And last 2 months I've been studying what is ice breaking in MLM business. This is just a small touch, but ice breaking is the most important part of our business. I've written it over here. The natural approach is called the icebreakers. Now, if you learn these 2 things, I assure you, inshallah, within 3 to 5 years, you should be earning 30 to 50,000 dirham per month. I guarantee you. But you have to learn how to talk. Now, if somebody talks to me in Arabic and I don't know Arabic, can I understand her? Yes, no? No. So if you want to talk to me and you want me to recruit you in your team, you have to learn my language. What is my language? The language, sister, is how I can get the benefit, and whatever my language is, but the language is basically of natural approach and natural presentation. And this takes 6 hours for me to teach you. We don't have time because I think some things happening in the stomach in some people. But what I'll do is I'll try to wrap it in about 10 to 15 minutes. This is where the whole business lies. How do you start talking to the people? Ice breaking. You are in the business and you don't want to force the person. So what does the person, your friend Lorna, when she says, hi Lorna, how are you doing? That's what they say after you meet after 1 week or 10 days? Or they say something else? No. Don't go follow up and all that. I said, I'm your friend. I said, Lorna, how are you doing? This is what I will say, or I'll say, when did you dye your hair? I'm not going to say that. Of course not, right? I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm going to say, how are you? What's up? What are you doing? I want to be close to you. Not going to say something which you are going to slap me. Of course. Right, because you cannot go to a woman and say, okay, that hair, is it real, or that teeth, or the eye, the contacts and the wrinkles that you have. And what's your age? What's your age? You don't say all that. That's a bad language. What do you say is, how are you? Now, if you tell me how are you, and you are my friend, how do I reply? Normally.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, great, very good. But I'm going to add another sentence with that now. I'm going to say, Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, especially after starting my own home business. And what I'm doing is, I'm trying to qualify that person now. Whether that person has listened to what I have said or not. I have been saying this thing from last so many years. I'm fine, I'm great, Alhamdulillah, this. But then you have to add this. This is called icebreaker, where you want to qualify whether the person wants to know about the business or not. If the person says, how's your dog? Which means the person is not interested. So what do? You reject that person instead of going after that person. This is what we are doing. We are getting the wrong person in the business. That person doesn't want to do it. You have not heard, Yaki, I am doing a business. He's not interested. So this is a complete course, the natural approach. After the person says what business, then you give little idea and say tell me more, stop. You have built enough curiosity by which the person wants to know more, and you say, look here, sister, I don't have time, I'm busy, you are busy, we are standing in Dubai Mall, so when do you think you want to know more? You have to give me 1 hour. I'm going to tell you more. So you tell me the time and the day and the place at your convenience, not my convenience. Your place, my place, or in the food court, day, time. The person says it. Then you go to the next step called the natural presentation. And I've given it so many times, and I paid only $4,000 to learn this natural presentation. Only $4,000. So that's the profession we are talking about. When you become an MBA or you become a doctor, how much money do you spend in your education? Dr. Ranjan, how much you spent in Indian rupees? Few lakhs? Till you kept on upgrading yourself, it must be, I think, 1 crore. That much you spend. So he is a researcher, he is a doctor, he loves it and all that, but still he has to spend money. Now you want to do a business without spending money. Not possible. So if you want to do the business, become professional. There is no shortcut. Alright? So after that you come to follow up, follow through, and there is a drip system. And I was talking to these big gurus. I said, you talk about the drip system, and in UAE and the Gulf, you have got the drip system. I said, what is that? He was trying to tell me all this follow-up thing. I said, I'll give you how we do the drip system in the desert. We have got date tree, small one, big one, and there's a water pipe going, and it drips 1 drop per minute or 2 minutes, and that tree is blossoming. If that water does not go in that date tree or whatever tree, is going to survive or die? Die. So when you talk to the people who are your prospect, or even if they are members, or they are leaders, you have to put them in the drip system. What is a drip system? For the person to survive, that water has to be given. And what is the water like? Physically talking, seeing, motivating, appreciating, recognizing those people. Number one. Number two, which is somewhat okay, calling. And the worst thing is emailing. That's very not so personal, let me tell you that. A lot of people are wasting their time in that. So that is a drip system, okay? Keep on going and going. In MLM, You have to be prepared, like soldiers have to be prepared once they go to the battlefield. What objection and what rejection that they are going to hear in the market or in the field. Whether it's your friend, your relatives, or whosoever they are. Now this is, you are going to hear objections. Objections are not rejection, let me tell you that. Objections are clarification that they want to know, or what they had bad experience. Only this morning I went to the bank and I took out some money. So the guy said, where are you working? I said, my dear friend, that money which you are taking out from your teller, you don't get in the job. I do business. So he said, yeah, I know this much money you don't get from the job. I said, are you interested to know what business I do? Now, he is counting the money and I'm talking in that 1 minute. Just 1 minute. You know, teller, they have got a number, next number is standing. In 1 minute, I prospected that guy. I said, if you're interested, you're a busy person, I'm also a very busy person. If you're interested, then call me whenever you're free. But I'm not going to give you my card. You have to give me your number. And this is my number because my card is very expensive. I know I'm not going to just dish out the cards like anything. So if you want to know, you call me. I know there's a big money. I said, what do you know? He was trying to imply something. I said, what you know, you please go to YouTube and see President Bill Clinton endorsing my industry. I said, do you know President Clinton? He said, yeah, of course, everybody knows President Clinton. I said, go to YouTube and write President Bill Clinton and direct selling industry. I gave him a hint. I said, you go and watch that movie. It's about 4 or 5 minutes movie. So I'm going to wait. So this is what you have to do. Objection will be there. Rejection, how will that be when you reject the people? What is happening nowadays? The prospect is rejecting you? Right or wrong? You talk to the people, your prospect is saying no to you. Now you should be in a position, your posture should be so good that you should be saying no to the person, not that person saying no to you. You will only come to say no to that person if you do the natural presentation professionally. All right, so I will try to wrap it up about you, and then I'm going to end up with a very nice DVD that I have. Is it ready? Just give me. How much do you know about yourself? So please write this question. Everybody has got the pad. It's not for just takeaway. You should write something. How much you know about yourself? All right. Your strength and your weakness. 1. You can write in how much you know about yourself. You write in Arabic. No, you know yourself. Okay. 1. And number 2. What is your why to do DXN? Why have you joined DXN? Not because, why? Reason, purpose. Why? Why spelling is WHY. Yeah. Now this is connected to another word which I have got written. It's called self-realization. I cannot do that thing to you. It's self-realization is you have to do, analyze yourself, evaluate yourself. What you want from life, what do you want from DXN.